So we are live now. I am just seeing if you can see my screen. Just doing a few tests this evening, getting all ready. So yeah, oh, you can. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. So tomorrow. You can. That's awesome. Oh, that's good, good, good. Oh, I'm pleased with that. Okay. So tomorrow we are doing the very first workshop, the Fitness Pilates Beginners Course workshops. So if you've trained to teach Fitness Pilates, it doesn't matter how long ago. It could have been when I did it, when I first started it 22 years ago, or you might have qualified in the last few weeks. So we're doing this new workshop tomorrow where Kelly's going to go through exactly what exercises to use when you start a beginner's course. No equipment. It's just for beginners. So she's going to share now. I wanted to bring up on the screen, so if any of you are already booked in, you'll be able to go over to your membership area on Choreography to Go, and you'll now be able to see all the lesson plans. So if you are booked on, and there's quite a lot of you booked on, which is really exciting, I would love to know if you've already logged in, and you'll have got the Zoom code for tomorrow, and you'll see I'm just bringing up one of the lesson plans. So this is just week 1 and 2. So I'm not sure that you'll see my pointer here. Well, you might do. So we've got all the different exercises here, all the way down the side. You've got the time, you've got the teaching points, you've got the modifications, and you've got all the progressions in this column. I can't even begin to tell you how long it's taken Lauren to put these together. But we've now got this amazing template. And then again, as you go over onto number 2, again, you've got all the exercises, teaching points, modifications, and progressions. And you've got that for the full 6 weeks. So if I go back over to StreamYard here and stop sharing, there I am, I'm back. So everything now is on your dashboard. So if you have booked in, head over, check out your dashboard. You've also got the Zoom code on there, but you will have had, whenever you buy anything from the Choreography to Go website, you get a little receipt that will tell you the Zoom code, and it will just say, click from the app, view from the app, or join via the browser. So if you're on your browser, on your desktop or on your laptop, then you'll just go through onto the browser. Or if you're on your phone and you're just going through the Zoom app on your phone, then you can click and do that one. So let me know if you have managed to log in and have a look at everything. A couple of different options. You can print off those manuals and those lesson plans easily. You can print them off, or you can just use them on your computer, as a reference point. So again, we're trying to make this as simple as possible and as really comprehensive, because the feedback that we've got from lots of people is you like a lesson plan and you enjoy looking at everything as it is planned out for the full hour. So I can't wait to get your feedback. I've also had a question earlier from, I think it was from Rona. Rona said, would this workshop count because within 2 years, when you've done your Fitness Pilates training, within 2 years, there you are, Rona. Yeah. You need to do a workshop with us, and that's really to make sure that you are teaching the most up-to-date Fitness Pilates, because we're always updating it. So when Rona did her training 2 years ago, we'll have updated things, and tomorrow Kelly will, again, there'll be some slightly new fine-tuned way that we're delivering it. It evolves all the time, and we only ask you to do one workshop within the 2 years. So this definitely, Rona, would count for that. So if you have any questions, it's only for Fitness Pilates instructors. So you need to have done the FP training with me or Kelly or Marv or Nicola over the years, and then you can jump in. Be great if you're there live. It's only an hour. Kelly's just going to talk you through. She'll be doing some practical work. But again, just a really informative hour. So if you're looking for a refresher maybe, or you're thinking, I really want to do a beginner's course, because it's such a great way of getting new people into your business is to do a beginner's course. But how we're going to develop this whole concept now is we're going to do beginners completely equipment free this week. Next week, we're going to do the same lesson plans, but it will be with the mini ball. So again, it will be a beginner's course for mini ball. And this is actually, you could follow this blueprint within your business. Then the week after that, we will do the activation band. Then we'll do weights. So you'll have this really comprehensive 6-week block with lesson plans, video, exactly everything mapped out for you. And if you think about that, that would probably take you all the way to maybe Christmas and beyond. So there you go. I hope you're going to join us. If you've not booked on, you can still book on. You can get the recording if you can't make it live. You can book on tonight and you can start looking through the lesson plans. Yeah, but we're looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really valuable resource for any fitness Pilates instructor. Oh, thank you, Rich. Thank you. I've been working at my computer. I've changed everything here. I've found an Apple specialist, finally, and he's taken my streaming Mac. I've got an iMac, and he's going to make it super fast, and he's going to put a new memory in it, and he's going to sort of rebuild it. So I've got a different Mac tonight, so I'm a bit lower. I've put down my standing desk tonight. It's just feels completely different. It's like when you get into another car that you don't normally drive, even though it's an iMac. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, looking forward to that. And I'd love to get your feedback. Do I look different? Do you have to watch the recording via Zoom as I don't use Zoom? No, not at all. What happens when we do Zoom? And don't worry, honestly, Zoom is ever so simple if you've not used it before. Do you need me to give you a hand with that in any way? Let me know. It's ever so simple. But if you don't want to do the Zoom, obviously, of course, you can get the recording. What we do is we save the video and then I upload it to my Vimeo account and then it's embedded into the Choreography to Go page so that when you've purchased the course, you go through to your membership area and then you'll just be able to click it. And we've made a nice dashboard with all the lesson plans on. And we've also done a new PAR-Q. We've got a screening form, all nicely logoed. So again, that's something that you can replicate that looks branded and uniform. Does that help? Let me know. Viv, wonderful having class plans, though I don't teach Pilates. But for other things, it's a good, yeah. Would you really have a study plan? We've not done these for years. I've not done any class plans, but strangely enough, we've just over the last few weeks we've had quite a few people say, "Oh, I'd really benefit from a lesson plan and a class plan." And interestingly enough, when I only put this workshop on, decided to do it about less than a week ago, and it's really been popular. So obviously, lots of people would like a class plan. You know, it's interesting. It's so key to always be listening to your clients and your customers. What do they need? What do they need help with? What are they struggling with? And then you can create the resources that can help everybody else then really flourish. So that's key. Does that help that you don't have to be on the Zoom? Do you think so, Fiona? Why didn't you tell me before? I think from when I'm speaking to instructors, everyone is just so flipping busy. And class planning does take a long time, doesn't it? It does take a while. You know, especially when it's a beginner's course, because you want to set the scene, you want to make sure that everyone's looked after and cared for and catered for, and you've got to strike that balance, haven't you, of not making it too difficult. It needs to be a bit challenging, but people need to feel that they've got to the end of the class, and they've done it. You know, they've made it. It's a big step forward. Because you're super busy. I booked it, but I can't do it live. Yeah, that's no problem. Not a problem whatsoever. And I think because it's taken us all day today to create these documents, it's just putting everything in a nice table, making sure all the text fits, for people that have got a Mac, people that are looking at things on their phone, people that are going to print it off. You know, it's just making sure that it was all formatted, and then we can use that template. And as I said, we can definitely do this for the other brands. We'll get some feedback tomorrow, see what people think, and then, as I say, we're going to replicate it with Mini Ball. but won't be live. No problem. You were live on Tuesday. It was nice to see you. And we've had loads of, have you got loads of ideas now on your, for your retreat day? I've sold it to myself. I want to do one. I'm taking all my FP and LE training. Oh, that's Shelley. I know that is. You are going to be the queen of FP and LL, aren't you, Shelley? By the time you've done that. um, yeah, interesting. And going back to the beginners, it is just, it's pitching it in the right way, where you don't want to give too many options. It needs to be a challenge, but you want to make sure that people have got to the end of the class and feel successful. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm not very articulate at 9 o'clock at night. Sending info over to him tomorrow. Oh, good. Oh, I'm glad. Oh, exciting, Fiona. That is really going to be exciting. You know, I've got to tell you, I am not a lesson plan person. This is Kelly's handiwork. Yeah, I just have most of it up here. I make notes, but formulating notes all day. That's been Kelly and Lauren today. I know my strong points and I know my not so strong points. Oh, cool. Well, if you need the link, if you want to book on, of course, you can. And then this will start the ball rolling of this sort of new style. Potentially, we could do it with lift lean. We've been talking about lift lean tonight and strength training and programming. And we could potentially do lesson plans for lift lean. Also, walk fit would be helpful to do. I mean, very simple, but again, a bit of maybe a 6 weeks progressive sort of walk fit. What does that look like? What music are you using? How long are you spending on this? What are the arm lines? What are the foot patterns? So yeah, there's lots of I'm a winger, yeah. There's lots of ways we can utilise this. And of course, she's put the teaching points. I mean, more for Pilates, I think, as well, because, you've got the teaching points, progressions. And even if it's just like a cheat sheet, maybe, it's just a little prompt that you use. I think that can be helpful. So, yeah, that's where we're at with that. All right, then, team. If you need the link, give me a shout. We'll see you tomorrow, 12 o'clock. It's still light, isn't it? Is anybody else up and about working tonight? Just me. What am I doing tomorrow? I've got walk fit at 6. What have we got, Fiona, tomorrow? I can't remember. We've got an early one. Anyway. All right, gang. Have a lovely evening, whatever you're doing. Just finished, have you? Has been a long day, hasn't it? That has been a long day. All right, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back 6 a.m. for Walk Fit, 6:30 strength and conditioning, and I don't know what I'm going to do for the 7:10. I'll have a think. Let me know in the comments what you need some ideas for. I did aerobics this morning. Me as well, watching Celebrity. Oh, is that on now? Okay. Maybe I'll put that on. All right, or maybe I'll watch YouTube. All right, gang. Thanks, Rona. I hope that was helpful. Thanks for the prompt. I always read everything. Really helps. You're a star. Oh, you're a star too. Thank you. Have a good night. See you later, gang.